Welcome everybody to another daily vlog. I'm soaked. What's weird is I am soaked from this side over, dry. Daily type vlog. That's the type of vlog it is. Half wet, half dry. You're asking, how did you do that, Rick? How did you do that? Well, I was walking back from my truck, the hurricane. We're getting the first feeder bands right now here in Wildwood, Florida. And with the circulation of the storm, the wind is blowing this way. So it's going this way. So these heavy rains were pounding me as I was walking back from the truck into this building right here. And so all the rain was pounding me from this side, while this side of my body stayed totally dry. I know it's a superhuman type thing that happened, but it happens. It happens in the middle of a hurricane. So what's going on right now is I have this whole gigantic building to myself. I'm going to sit here, supervise it, and make sure after the storm and stuff like that, looters don't come in, because we are a trucking company. So I want to make sure, I want to supervise and make sure if there's any damage and stuff like that as the storm progresses, that people that live out and know that trucking companies exist and stuff like that, that there's probably freight and stuff like that, that they would come and take. I don't. I live in a pretty safe area. I don't think any of that would happen, but I'm taking that pretty seriously. So I'm kind of hanging out here, holding the fort down as long as possible, as long as this place still stands. It's actually an aluminum building, pretty much. Upstairs, the roof isn't probably the safest and the type of ones we're getting ready to experience. And so I'm probably not going to be up there too much in case the roof does blow off. I mean, we got a pretty nice TV upstairs. I don't want anything bad to happen to that. So I'm going to try and hold the fort as strong as possible. I have food, water, and everything in the back to hand out to people as needed if they come in. And because the store shelves, everything within hundreds of miles is empty. Most of the businesses, stores, CVS, Walgreens, Walmarts, Disney, Universal, everything is pretty much shut down right now. And so if you're not prepared, there's people like Cocktail Trucking, the awesome place where I work at, that did everything preemptive, knew something bad was going to happen, stocked up to help out. And at the moment, I'm going to be kind of keeping an eye on stuff. So what I did is I went out to the truck, brought some of my stuff in, brought my gimbals in. They're not waterproof. So I don't know how I'm going to take those back out to the truck to do time lapse of the storm when the eye of the storm gets up this way. I don't know how I'm going to get those back outside, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to wrap them in plastic bags or something, take them out. But I might do some outside shooting of the storm, and I'll just take the cameras themselves out. So if you see any of the footage in my almost daily vlog, my other channel, the reason the video is going to be jumpy and stuff is because it's not going to be stabilized like this video obviously is. This is pretty stable, right? So anyway, so I did bring everything over here in this bag right here. So I got this bag to put my camera equipment in if need be to protect it from the storm. And at the moment, I'm just going to kind of hang out and maybe go watch the Weather Channel. Hey, real fast, I just shot some video using that camera. My shotgun mic seems to be, I don't know if they have to be aiming directly at you to pick up the audio. I just shot the opening for my almost daily vlog, and for some reason when I walked around, the shotgun mic didn't pick up the audio as I thought it would. It sounds pretty clear. It's just been a long time since I've used that. I need to start using that more. But so I just shot the opening sequence to that, basically what you guys have seen almost, just in 4K. So I'm done uploading that quick little 4-minute clip onto my mobile device so I can edit it with other videos that I might be shooting. And so while that is uploading via Wi-Fi, let's look outside the door and see what it's like right now. It's 2:20. See, we got a clock right up there. So it's 2:20 in the afternoon. Our first feeder band just passed. It just blew by. It appeared at 2 p.m. this afternoon. So the first feeder band took about 20 minutes to pass by. Let's see if there's any water on the ground. It sounds like the wind has slowly died down, and yes, there is water. We have water on the ground. No trees down over here. I'm expecting some of those trees to break, snap, and tip over as the next set of feeder bands come in. Only have to see. Let's go upstairs and check out the Weather Channel while that video is uploading. Snap. Do 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 do. Riding the storm out, waiting for the fallout. Okay, remote control. Power. Da, da, da. Kick on, you massive, gigantic 4K piece of goodness. Anytime now. Anytime. Partial signal loss. What? What is going on? It was just working. Oh, there we go. Live coverage. Hurricane Irma. And we get a commercial. How it always works. While we're waiting for these amazing commercials to get over, let me show you guys our roof. Oh, wait a second. That's still a commercial. Here, we do have, right above our couch, we have a window that overlooks our shop. It's not the cleanest window, but that is our aluminum roof up there. That's exactly what our roof looks like. And you can see gaps and slices in it. And that is exactly what this roof is like above it. It just has some sheetrock above it. But if that roof goes right there, this sheetrock will not last very long. Look at here. Okay, oh, we got it. There's the storm. There's the storm. And oh, we're to Tampa. Go back to Tampa. Come on, guys. Well, okay, well, you can see here. I am right on. There's Tampa, and I am just above Tampa. Whoop! Wait, I don't want Phoenix. The hurricane's not going to hit Phoenix. Probably not going to hit my girl. She's probably safe up there in Boise, Idaho.
This storm is so large and so powerful. The first time that we've seen 2 Category 4s making landfall in one season.
We saw the big wind go through Barbuda. Trees like this, if they're still standing, are completely stripped of their leaves, and in some cases their bark, much like you would see in an EF4 or EF5 tornado. Breaking news out of Miami police: 1 construction crane has collapsed on a building in downtown Miami. Even without the eye wall, we have gotten one of those cranes to collapse. Trust me, this is not the worst of this coming in.
So that's not the worst? Oh, watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch how these news guys, they just brace their feet.
Incredible wind, incredible rain.
That's in Naples. He's in Naples. Let's see how many times he has to spread his feet to. You know why I think he has to? Look at these baggy pants. He has those baggy pants, so he's definitely gonna be catching some wind. Oh, here we go. So the eye is still south of Fort Myers. There he goes. Look at him brace.
That's just a taste, because when that eye wall gets here, that's when we're likely then to see those winds go up to 100 miles an hour. Well, we're going to wait and see what part of the eye wall we get. Do we get the northern eye wall? If we do, then in a place like Naples, you're going to be in the really, really bad stuff. All right?
Great. I'm going to be in the really, really bad stuff, it looks like.
For 20 minutes, 30 minutes, give or take, okay? If we end up getting the eastern eye wall, we could be in it for a longer time, because instead of getting just a thin strip that comes over and lifts over us, now we're getting more of a north to south line of storms that just have to rip right through. What that means is you could be potentially in a landfalling eye wall for an hour, 2 hours, until it finally clears you. But if we hit that northern eye wall, I think that to me would be a benefit. Get the northern eye wall, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of really high winds, then you get the eye. Then you calm down for a little bit. And then you get 20 or 30 minutes on the backside of the eye wall. But the southern eye wall is not nearly as potent as the northern eye wall, okay? So the winds on the backside with that eye wall won't be as strong. You may be looking at 80 mile an hour winds, 80 to 100.
No idea what we're going to get. If we're going to get the back eye wall is going to be stronger or the front eye wall is going to be stronger. No matter what, even the back eye wall, if we get the back, it's still 80 mile an hour winds with 100 mile an hour gusts. If we get the front eye wall, 100 plus. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. It's exciting as walking down these stairs. How much of my video has uploaded? It's almost halfway. Definitely not as exciting as pouring the last of this cold coffee into my cup. And while we still have electricity, 100, tossing it in the microwave. Looking out the window. Not only do we have a pantry full of food and water and stuff like that, yesterday our mechanic, especially one of the mechanics from Minnesota, is down here at the moment. Him and our Florida dispatcher, Paula, that works in that office right there, that you guys seen yesterday. Well, you didn't see her yesterday, but you've seen her office. They came up with a brilliant idea, knowing that we're probably going to lose electricity, water, and everything for quite a while. Worst things that can happen, especially if you don't have water or electricity for a week or two, is keeping your toilet water filled so you can flush the toilet. You don't want to be without toilet water. So they filled up these gigantic garbage cans and lined them with this plastic. And let's see if I can get this off. Filled them up with water, just so if the water goes out, you can use this water to flush the toilets. And we got 2 big garbage cans filled with toilet water. I mean, you could actually drink the water. It's clean water. It came right out of that tap. Just hooked a hose up, filled up these garbage cans so we could scoop or put water in the back of that tank right there and flush. Nothing is worse than having truck drivers come in one after another, do their business in those toilets, and not be able to flush. Good thing about social media is you can kind of keep in contact with family members that are in the local area. So my kids, at least my daughter, I talked to my son a little bit earlier on the telephone. He's doing okay in Tampa right now. My daughter lives about 8 miles down the road in Lake Panasoffkee, Florida. And she says at the moment they're doing pretty good. So I let them know. I'm just checking if it gets too bad. Because I drive a truck, I'm not so worried about the high winds and rain and if flooding and stuff like that, because I'm pretty high up off the ground. I let them know that if it gets too bad, I'll run over, grab you guys, bring you here. Not that this place is going to be any safer, because they're in a brick house, I'm in an all aluminum building, but they can ride out the storm with me in the truck. I think that's probably fairly safe. Wow, my hair is wet. It is raining outside. I'm hoping I don't have to have one of those blazing saddles moments. I'm hoping that the electricity doesn't stay out too long, and I'm hoping I really don't have to just survive on these for a few days. Came up to check the news, and I guess the cell phones are not working anymore, and also cable TV just went out. I was watching the Weather Channel to kind of keep a track of it, and I was talking to Stephanie up in Boise. Pretty much lost everything, so no cell towers. Don't know when this video is going to get posted. Hopefully that just gets rectified shortly. Hopefully the cell service goes right back online. Not exactly sure. Not too worried about cable though. I don't need that, but Wi-Fi or cell tower service is a must. I'm not too worried so much about this. Looks like, yeah, computer systems are down also. TV just came back on, but no cell phone service yet. Check this out. Look, ready? Look at this. Look at the window. It's coming in so hard the window is already wet and leaking. Just watch. Watch, it's dripping. Look at that. Inside the window is already blowing in here. Not good. Not good at all. Holding you guys in my hands right now. Let's walk downstairs and see what the weather's like. I don't want to take my gimbals. Like I said, the TV is working again. I got signal on that. But I don't know how long that's going to last. It's already been out a couple times. Don't have my cell phone towers or whatever. I don't know. I don't have signal right now, which is weird. But I don't think it's that bad outside because the storm is still down by Naples. We're just getting feeder bands at this moment. So they shouldn't be too bad. I think it's just like rain, but I don't want to get my gimbals wet. My phone, different story. Sure, it's just a little bit. Actually, yeah. Oh. A little bit of rain. And that's about it. Ooh, that's actually pretty deep though. It's about 4 inches deep of flooding already along the building. Oh, and it's stealing my flip-flops. It is starting to come down a little. The good news is all the trees are pretty far away from where we park the trucks. And this is where we normally park our trucks, but they're worried that these trees are going to break and fall onto the trucks. So we moved them all from here, connected all the trailers, so the trailers won't blow over and tip over. So we got all the trucks connected to trailers right now. And actually, happened in the past, during past hurricanes, the building has withstood pretty good, but these bay garage doors are actually the only things that usually, I mean, I'm worried about the roof this time, but most of the time it's these doors. These doors crash in and break in, and our mechanics have to fix all that. My phone is wet. My phone is wet. Make sure. I could go get my gimbal because I'm back inside, but I'm going to show you what we did this year, this hurricane season, to try and avoid the storms from crashing in the windows. So what we did here is we took a couple tractor trailers, or just tractors, like this is our yard goat. So they parked it right up against the door here. So if the winds start to blow this way, the truck, it's going to hit the nose of the truck and hopefully keep that door in place. And then down here, take you guys down here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, a total of 4 bay doors here. So this one here, we park this truck, push the nose right up against the garage door here. So if the wind starts to blow the door in, the hood of this truck should protect that. And it's going to get dark over here. And then this one here did the same thing, except they backed it into the door. And then here, we got this long trailer. They backed this trailer directly into the door here. So that is actually touching the door. So if the wind comes from the Gulf of Mexico and blows this door in, this trailer should stop that from happening. At least, that's the thought process. I had to retreat back to my truck. And it looks like, wow, I got cell phone service again. I need to make a phone call. But before I do that, I got to go out. So let me show you guys what happened so far. Probably a palm frong or something. I'm still getting that's what happens when you get cell phone service again. All the messages that were sent when you had no cell phone service start to appear. But I'm not going to put you guys on my gimbal because it is raining outside. I'm going to leave my truck, walk around. I know we had a palm tree on the one side of the building. The storm is still not here yet. It's still 200 miles away maybe, but the feeder bands are feeding into it. So we're starting to get rain. No lightning or tornadic activity just yet, but the roof was kind of creaking and stuff like that. Freaked me out, so I figured I'd return back to my truck. Now it's kind of died down a little bit. Nothing really going on. But still rain, no gimbals outside, but I will take you guys to see if anything at least fell off the trees. Something to record. Oh, I'll take you guys out. Oh. Plus, I could throw a box away. So definitely have a little bit of rain water on the ground. No torrential flooding just yet, though. It doesn't look like there's any water on the ground, but it's flip-flop deep. It just doesn't look like water. Just because, well, we got kind of a tile park. Look at this. See, they use roofing tile for a parking lot. They just crunched it all up. So, to keep the dust down. But it's not too bad. And the building still is intact. Far, the garage doors have been holding up. The wind is just now starting to kick up a little bit again. I don't know if you guys are getting that in the microphone. And it is a little bit wet out, but these trees so far are still fine. We haven't had those humongous 100-mile-an-hour gusts just yet. I think I'm still a couple hours away from that. But if you look up at these windows, that wasn't the one we were looking at, but look how the wind kind of blew that in a little bit. That's the window we were looking out. Not too bad. Palm trees that took the brunt of the first gusts of wind. Looks like it's pretty good. Well, look at the base here. Yeah, we got some stuff falling down. Just, it looks like the dead stuff. Well, except for that one over there blew way over there. At the moment, not too much. I mean, the pine trees are probably going to be okay for a while. I'm sure they're going to break eventually once the storm actually really gets here. Palm trees, you figure they're gonna lose some the leaves, the prawn fronds that are on there. You figure you're gonna lose those. As those palm trees were swaying over there, I started thinking to myself, better get out of this aluminum building and retreat to the safety of my vehicle. Holy God. It is bad out here. It is coming down. I feel like one of those weather people on the Weather Channel that are standing out in the middle. Is that lightning? I think it is. I think that was lightning, or the rain was hitting me in my face and I was just getting blinded. I'm not sure, but it is a torrential downpour. I need to take cover. I was sitting in my truck with my seatbelt on. Hold on, I'm trying to stand out here. This is a little bit crazy. It's Irma. Irma has arrived. Well, I think this is a feeder band, but I need to seek shelter now. Wowzers. Wow, I need to towel myself off. Definitely not weather you want to be outside in. Thanks to Jimmy Buffett, I have something to dry off with. I am totally drenched. I know I dried off, but I had to take my seatbelt off because I just got back in. Getting ready to put my seatbelt back on. It is extremely bad outside. You really can't tell. I mean, look at that much hunk. You really can't tell right now. But when I was out there, it wasn't that friendly. But I'm going to go ahead and end today's daily vlog. I'm going to hunker down, seatbelt on. I have this ready to go. So this might end up going on my head, I'm guessing. Especially if those 100 to 120 mile an hour ones hit and blow sideways and we end up tipping over here. I'm going to have my hand on the wheel, seatbelt on. I'll fall over if need be and I can climb out my window. That's my plan anyway. You got to be prepared. And I'm going to try and do a time lapse tonight of my building over here, because if the roof starts to blow off and stuff, maybe I'll get some decent time lapse of it. I don't want it to get destroyed. I love my place of business, but if it does, I'm going to do my best to document it. I am drenched. Peace out, everybody.